Hi, everyone, and welcome back to IB Bites, a series of bite-sized analysis I created for my students to boost their IB English scores. And whether you're a student or a teacher, you are most welcome to join in and learn along with us. Our focus today is on the new Paper 2 assessment criteria, with first assessment taking place this coming May 2026. We'll be focusing on B1 analysis and evaluation and B2 comparative analysis. Warm reminder, there are always free essays to go along with these vlogs. You can download them for free on my website at leadacademicshongkong.com. That's hongkong.com. Okay, before we get into the new changes, let's quickly review. Paper 2 compares and/or contrasts two works of the following literary text types: novels, plays, short stories, and poems. Note, if you choose short stories or poems, you'll need to mention at least 3 or 4. Note also, 4 doesn't guarantee a higher score. Your essay is assessed on the quality of its argument, not its quantity. Let's take a look at both of these works. So both works are compared and/or contrasted based on broader literary features: structure, perspective, characterization, setting, style, theme, and form. These features are called broader because they occur throughout the work from beginning to middle to end. These broader features are found in all literary text types: in drama, in poetry, and in prose fiction, which refers to novels and short stories. And the choices authors make can differ within those text types. For example, in prose fiction, one author might choose a linear structure, whereas another author might choose an episodic structure, and yet another author might choose a cyclical structure. These authorial choices occur within the same text type, as well as across different text types. For example, in drama, a playwright might choose a 3-act structure, whereas in poetry, a poet might choose a fixed structure like a sonnet, and in prose fiction, an author might choose a non-linear structure. In Paper 2, students compare and/or contrast these broader authorial choices to explore how writers shape meaning across different works. If you're interested in a comprehensive breakdown of these features into broader authorial choices across prose fiction, drama, and poetry, you can download this table on my website at leadacademicshongkong.com. Let's move on to the new assessment criteria now. Criterion B1, analysis and evaluation, is worth 5 marks and assesses the extent and effectiveness of the essay's analysis of the author's craft, specifically what the author uses, how it's used, and why it's used. Criterion B2, comparative analysis, is worth 5 marks also, and it assesses the analysis of similarities and/or differences between the two works. The and/or is new. It allows you to choose similarities, differences, or a blend of both. Marks are based on the depth of your analysis, not on the balance of your similarities and differences. Now, this is stated in the documentation because the previous assessment required this balance of similarities and differences. The new criteria moving forward, May 2026. Your marks are now based on the depth of your analysis alone. It's not based on whether you have similarities and differences. The and/or makes it clear that you can choose to talk about similarities only or differences only, or you can talk about similarities and differences. Now I have a comment there. Be cautious here. You need to choose the most appropriate approach for the specific question and texts. So, and here's the part you want to remember. Given a specific question and text, you may find it necessary to analyze both similarities and differences. So definitely practice analyzing both the similarities and differences between your two texts, and don't rely on the assessment criterion that says, you only need to give similarities. I would caution that. Before we move on, please take a moment to share this video with someone who might benefit from it. Together, we can make a difference for those who are struggling. Let's take a closer look at how these criteria appear in a paragraph. I'll be using this paper 2 body paragraph as an example. Crit B1 is highlighted in blue and Crit B2 is highlighted in green. Note that this paragraph compares both texts on one shared aspect: how Murakami and Ibsen explore loss through their main characters. Paper 2, organizational methods, will be the focus of my next vlog, so stay tuned this week or next. Focusing on criterion B1. The analysis is highlighted in orange and it provides the what and the how. The specific authorial craft and how it conveys meaning. That's the what and the how. The evaluation, highlighted in purple, explains the why, the effect, the impact or purpose behind the author's craft. Now let's take a look at criterion B2 in more detail. Criterion B2, comparative analysis, highlighted in green, is at the beginning, middle, and end of this paragraph. Again, this paragraph is organized text by text, and so that's how we will see the comparison. In other P2 organizational styles, we'll see the comparative occur in a different format. The opening sentence establishes both similarity and difference. The similarity is that both texts explore loss as a path to self-discovery. The difference is that their methods diverge. Murakami uses introspection and Ibsen confrontation. The transitional line in the middle of the paragraph, beginning with "while Murakami shows, Ibsen portrays," is a paraphrase of the topic sentence, yet with more detail. It marks a transition into the comparative analysis through contrasting approaches. The analysis and evaluation section develops differences, showing how each author's style produces a distinct experience of loss. Murakami's introspective tone, symbolic setting, inner calm, and Ibsen's dramatic confrontation, realism, and external conflict. The closing sentence unites both similarities and differences, showing how each writer's distinct craft reveals a shared insight into human nature and society. To review, here's how criteria B1 and B2 appear in a paragraph organized text by text. Let's take it all in. There it is. That's what the new analysis might look like in a paragraph. Remember to download the free paper 2 essay and table of broader authorial choices, and stay tuned this week or next for my blog on paper 2 organizational methods. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you for watching, and happy analyzing.